Strategically placed loyalty can mean survival. If Harry and Meghan backed Perry, it could encourage others to do the same. But instead, their silence feels like pure self-preservation.
Can we just take a second to talk about how wildly fast Hollywood flips the script? Like, 1 minute you're the darling of the media, on every magazine cover, hailed as the future of modern royalty, literally glowing, right? And then bam, just like that, the spotlight dims. The same people who once rolled out red carpets are now quietly shutting their doors. I mean, what even happened?
Meghan has time to post 4-year-old twerking videos and promote rosé or jam, but no time to acknowledge a man who gave her so much.
Okay, so here's the tea, and oh, it's piping hot. We're talking about Meghan Markle. Just a couple years ago, she had the whole world leaning in, eating up every word. Big-time media names were rooting for her. The headlines, all about courage, resilience, and breaking barriers. But now, all that noise has faded into whispers, eye rolls, and awkward silence from the A-list elite. And you know who actually played a huge role in helping her make that bold Hollywood leap? Tyler Perry. Yes, that Tyler Perry. Let's rewind for a sec. Remember when Meghan and Harry ditched royal life and basically got stranded without security, without a home, no real plan? It wasn't Buckingham Palace or some royal cousin who came to the rescue. No, it was Tyler, a man who, let's be real, had no deep personal connection to them at the time. And yet, he opened up his mansion, offered top-tier security, and gave them a safe space to breathe. That wasn't just generosity, that was trust. And at the time, it seemed like something beautiful was blooming out of the chaos, like a real bond forged in fire. But oh how times have changed. Fast forward to today, and that once unshakable trust totally crumbling. Tyler, who Meghan once praised as a literal godsend, has gone completely silent. And in Hollywood, let's not kid ourselves. Silence, that's not passive, that's loud. And now people are whispering that Tyler's finally had enough. Did you catch the BET Awards recently? Because honey, Perry took to the stage, and while he didn't name names, he might as well have. He dropped this line: "You can't build a palace on unpaid bills." And baby, the entire room froze. Everyone knew who he was talking about. That wasn't a lyric, that was a dart. Suddenly, the murmurs exploded. Did Meghan ever pay him back? Was his generosity exploited? Sources close to him are saying Tyler felt totally taken advantage of. Like he gave, and in return, crickets. No real gratitude, no accountability, just Meghan and Harry bouncing into their next gig. Let's remember, Tyler Perry isn't some Hollywood trust fund baby. He built everything he has from scratch. So when he says he's done, people take that seriously. And guess who else seems to be backing away? Oh, just Oprah. Yep, the Oprah Winfrey. It's not just some random blog claiming this either. You can't hope to get away with the claims if fake news is to tell you Her entire Harpo team is pulling back, like full-on ghosting mode. Meghan's name? Nowhere in recent press work, not even a whisper. And that's a huge deal. Remember, Oprah was the one who gave Meghan that iconic sit down in 2021. The one that stopped the world. No interruptions, no edits, just raw emotion and story. It was meant to be Meghan's moment. Oprah offered her that platform on a silver platter. So now the question is, why the freeze out? And girl, this is where things get messy, because the whispers around Hollywood are starting to shift from poor Meghan to, was this all calculated? In Tinseltown, image is everything, and when yours starts looking more like strategy than sincerity, people notice. The skeptics are saying Meghan might have been playing a long game all along, that maybe it wasn't just about freedom or truth, but about narrative control, clout, and aligning with the biggest names at the perfect time. I mean, go back to her 2018 wedding. On the surface, a dreamy fairy tale, but take a closer look at the guest list. Oprah, the Clooneys, Serena Williams, legends, sure. But were they really close friends? Royal biographer Tina Brown claims those invites were more like career chess moves, strategic placements, not sentimental ones. It's giving networking at the altar vibes, not love and friendship. When you start looking through that lens, Oprah and Tyler's current distance, it makes so much more sense. Maybe it's not betrayal. Maybe they're just realizing they were cast in someone else's movie and now they're choosing not to play along. Let's not forget, Tyler didn't just lend them a place, he gave them full-on sanctuary. His Beverly Hills mansion became their shield, gates, guards, no cameras, total privacy, which they desperately needed. But this is Hollywood. Nothing's ever really free. Loyalty matters. and so does follow through. So when Meghan didn't acknowledge or even repay that loyalty, you can imagine the resentment simmering. The word on the street is that Meghan's team leaned hard on relationships, but never nurtured them. And while Tyler might be known for being endlessly generous, he's still a businessman. He expected at least respect, maybe some appreciation. Instead, radio silence.
Strategically placed loyalty can mean survival. If Harry and Meghan backed Perry, it could encourage others to do the same. But instead, their silence feels like pure self-preservation.
And girl, let's talk receipts. Because Meghan hardly mentioned Tyler's name after she got cozy in her California dream life. Publicly, nada. Privately, rumors say tensions were growing. Tyler reportedly felt stuck footing bills and seeing zero gratitude in return. So when he stood on that BET stage, that wasn't off the cuff. That was calculated. The climax of months, maybe years of frustration. Boom! A statement disguised as a speech. Now, Oprah's case? Even trickier. She didn't just give Meghan a platform, she bet her own brand on that 2021 interview. Her decades-long legacy of truth and trust, she risked it for Meghan? Two powerful women of color, standing up to the monarchy, it was supposed to redefine everything. But instead, the cracks started to show. Let's be clear, Oprah doesn't do mess. She's meticulous, strategic, and when something starts to smell off, she backs off fast. Her team is silent, her socials scrubbed. No casual mentions, no tags, nothing. That's not accidental. That's a clean break. And it's not just awkwardness, it's businessness. Meghan's media machine, once hyped up to the heavens, is sputtering. Spotify dumped her. Netflix reportedly walking on eggshells. And the problem isn't just about content, it's her. Meghan is now being seen as a risk. Yep, there's even a name floating around the back rooms of power meetings, the Markle risk factor. Translation, getting too close to her brand might blow up in your face, not because she's a scandal queen, but because she's inconsistent. Talks big, delivers little. Vision, grand. Execution, meh. Let's talk numbers, honey. That Spotify deal, $20 million, 0 cents dollars. And what did we get? A single podcast season that barely moved the needle. Audience didn't stick, reviews were polite at best. Then poof, gone. Quiet cancellation, no fanfare, no farewell, just silence. Then there's the Netflix docuseries. Remember the hype, the trailers, the headlines, the anticipation. But once it dropped, lukewarm. Critics shrugged. Audiences, meh. And let's not forget Pearl. That animated project Meghan was so proud of, scrapped before it even began production. Girl, what is happening? It's become a pattern. A cycle, really. Big launch, bold promises, then silence. Then the quiet acts. And let's be honest, Hollywood hates cycles that don't end in profit. Behind the scenes, it's a mess. PR firms are literally passing on her now, like saying no thanks to representing Meghan Markle. Do you know how rare that is, especially when someone still has that much name recognition? Insiders are spilling that her team is in complete chaos, staff quitting left and right. One publicist said the whole operation feels chaotic and defensive, not exactly the strong, polished brand she once presented. And people are asking, who's really running things? Why are deals falling apart? Why does it all feel untrustworthy? Oh, and buckle up, because here comes the money talk. Meghan's nonprofit, the RQL Foundation, it's under the microscope now. Watchdog groups are poking around the finances, and baby, the whispers are loud. Consulting fees, suspiciously high. Travel expenses, questionable. Vague line items, everywhere. On the outside, the foundation looks glossy, polished, but insiders are saying that behind the scenes, it's basically hollow. Projects not getting off the ground, payments delayed, donors losing interest. And let me tell you, when the money dries up in Hollywood, let's do the friendships. It's not just about brand deals anymore, it's about reputation. Meghan was once a symbol of transparency and change. Now, she's being called elusive, some say even manipulative. Former staffers are speaking up, anonymously of course, and their stories are not pretty. They say the work environment was constantly shifting, no clear direction, no stable plan. One ex-employee reportedly said every week, it was a new vision, a new message, a new pivot for brands and investors. That's a red flag. Consistency equals currency in this business. And right now, Meghan's brand is hemorrhaging it. That's exactly why the A-list crowd is stepping back. What if Oprah and Tyler are quietly bowing out? Everyone else takes note, and PR firms reportedly calling her high maintenance with low return. Yikes. That's the kiss of death in this town. And look, it's not like Meghan hasn't tried to course correct. She teased a podcast comeback, hoping for a fresh start. Redemption arc, anyone? But it flopped. Barely a blip, no buzz. Critics said it felt recycled, disconnected, and lacked any real heart. Oof. And those secret pitch meetings for new series, not going well either. One executive allegedly said, "There's just no spark anymore." Ouch. This entire spiral, it's especially heartbreaking because Meghan had such a strong emotional narrative in the beginning. She was the outsider who broke through the royal mold, the American actress who married into one of the world's most closed-off institutions. And then, in one of the boldest moves ever, walked away from the crown. That story, it was real, it was raw, it had teeth, but somewhere along the way, it got lost under PR polish, scripted content, and what some now see as manipulation. And now, it's not just the tabloids or Twitter coming for her, it's the industry itself. Producers not calling back, invitations not being sent. She's not blacklisted, but she's also not being buzzed about. And in Hollywood, that is worse than infamy. At least scandal sells. Silence? That's career death. Backstage, her team is reportedly fractured. No clear plan, just reaction. Spin cycle after spin cycle that never lands. One second it's a redemption podcast, the next it's a brand deal with no leg. There's no vision, just flailing. And the worst part, the Meghan Markle brand, once full of purpose and promise, is becoming known for one thing: wasted potential. But here's the thing, all is not lost. There's still a tiny window left, but it's closing fast. Because what Meghan really needs now, it's not another $20 million 0-cents deal, not another scripted interview, not another Netflix project. It's authenticity. Stripped down. No filters, no spin, no palace verse paparazzi drama, just truth. Because the public is tired. We've been fed so many curated moments, we just want realness. And here's the kicker. Meghan still has a powerful voice. If she can just put down the script, take off the glam, and tell the unvarnished truth, there might be a way back. But she has to act now. The fairy tale is over. The crown is off. The spotlight's dimmed. Meghan Markle is no longer being defined by what the press says about her. She's being defined by her silence or her next move.